With YouTube being a terrible communicator with its creators, some came to their own conclusions about why their videos were demonetized. Some claiming it's a form of censorship, and some saying this is all in the hands of the advertisers. First, let's look at how YouTube works. There are 4 main components to how it works. There's the viewer, the creator, YouTube, and the advertiser. Back in 2005, creators made YouTube videos for the hell of it. They weren't getting paid, but they liked making videos. These videos then attracted viewers, making YouTube more popular. Advertisers who had products to sell took notice of this. Instead of placing ads in the traditional space, they paid YouTube to place ads on their videos. Eventually, Google bought YouTube, and in order to keep creators creating on their platform, creators were given a percentage of what the advertisers paid to have their ads placed on their videos. Everyone wins. The viewer gets free entertainment, the advertisers get their product seen, YouTube earns money and is able to pay its creators, and the creator earns money and is able to have access to an audience and advertisers they probably wouldn't have access to if not for YouTube. So recently, creators have been hit with this not advertiser friendly request manual review. Here are the things that aren't considered advertiser friendly. Pause the video if you want to read them. Now, I'm a big believer in the power of money. YouTube is a business, and businesses will do whatever it can to make the most money. That's not a bad thing. It's what keeps businesses running. So is this censorship? No, because controversial videos are being demonetized and not taken off the site completely. Plus, taking them off the site would most likely make YouTube lose money. And YouTube losing money, that doesn't sound like a good business model at all. And that leads us back to the advertiser. Ultimately, they decide where and what kinds of videos they want to place their ads on. Let's simplify this. An advertiser has a product to sell, but has a marketing budget of, let's say, $1,000. That $1,000 determines how many people your ad will be shown to. When the $1,000 runs out, their ad will not be shown anymore. Because of that limit, advertisers want to target the right people who are likely interested in their product. For example, if I sold Barbies and my ad was placed on football videos, I'd hardly get any clicks compared to if my ad were placed on a Barbie unboxing video. My $1,000 would go to waste. This is how targeted an advertiser can get. An advertiser is unlikely to plug in a keyword such as ISIS or terrorist attack. Now, there is so much content on YouTube that how it decides what's not advertiser friendly seems to be through an automated system. There seems to be blacklisted words such as rape or suicide that automatically stamps your video as not advertiser friendly and demonetizes your video. I actually think this helps the creator rather than hurts them. Instead of blindly thinking you're not making enough money through YouTube, YouTube actually warns you that the advertisers don't want ads on your video. Now you can say, but YouTube can just place ads on there. True, but if your videos don't generate sales, the advertisers leave and no one gets paid. Refer back to the Barbie example. It boils down to this. YouTube isn't being censored, but creators might be censoring themselves. If I don't get paid, I'm not talking about this anymore. Ultimately, that's the price of free content. The viewer may get free entertainment, but it's in the hands of the advertisers to keep it going. Just look at who gets branded with demonetization. It's independent creators like Phil DeFranco, Hank Green, and more. Channels like Vivo, on the other hand, still have ads, though a lot of their music videos have sexually suggestive content. It's most likely due to them being more reputable than a YouTuber. Vivo works with celebrities. I want my ads on there. This demonetization isn't some sort of political discrimination. It's whatever makes people the most money. Of course, controversial content needs to be talked about on YouTube. If some creators can't make videos because of life circumstances, or maybe they're just unwilling to make videos about these subjects, as a viewer, are you willing to support these creators through things like Patreon, or maybe even buy their merch? Do you think it's worth it? Creators should always share their opinions, but in the end, money makes the world go round.